Hello Tiger fans and welcome to Tiger TV.
This is Mike White with Coach Justin Cruz, head football coach of the Ripley High School Tigers. Coach, as always, thanks for being with us.
I appreciate you having me.
Well, Coach, of course, we were in the Tiger Bowl last week and had a win there. I know we had some guys that didn't play, and we didn't play a lot of guys, a lot that you will be counting on a lot throughout the season. But to give me your impression overall of the game.
I thought defensively we played pretty well. We had one series where we had some breakdowns on some things, but nerves, that's what it come down to. I thought some kids were nervous. I don't ever understand nerves, because if you prepared yourself for a game, then you really shouldn't be nervous. There's nothing else you can do besides go out and put the product on the field. So, but they are young kids, so they still get nervous. But once our defense kind of settled in, got comfortable, I didn't feel like they had much of an offense possibility of getting anything off on us. So I was pretty pleased with the defense. Offensively, we did some good things. We tried, doing some different stuff, I guess you'd say, in a game setting, to try to open our playbook up a little bit. Got some new guys and some new places, some new faces. So we got to see what they can do in the lights, under them. And I thought those kids performed pretty well. When we wanted to get downhill with Amarion, which we knew we could do last year and this year, I thought you could see that we could really go when we wanted to, but we're trying to keep from having him do everything for us. We got other kids we feel like can step up. So, that's kind of what the idea was, to get out there and move it around and see what all our other kids could do. And once they settled in, it didn't disappoint. But offensive line-wise, we had a couple plays I thought would have broke even bigger. We had miscommunication or breakdown here. They come out in a little different stuff than we thought. But, that's why you play the game. But overall, I love the competitive spirit and how our kids handle themselves.
Well, getting ready for Southside tonight, how's practice been this week, and how healthy are we?
Oh, man, it's been great. We got some injuries. That's the only unfortunate thing from the Tiger Bowl, I guess you'd say, for us. We have a corner that's down right now. I don't know the severity of it. We'll find out more Monday. But Joseph Holcomb will be without him tonight. Also, Taylor Harrell. They think it's just a sprain on the knee. So that's kind of one of those things, just really is on his recoveries on him. It's going to kind of be day to day. He's definitely not playing this week, but we're in hopes that possibly we can get back on the field next week. The sooner the better. So we'll be without those guys. We do got Taylor Carney back, which we kind of held him out, not necessarily because he had to last week. It was more of a precautionary thing. He had some soreness. The game didn't mean anything, and, we expect him to have a big season. So we decided to kind of let him hang out that night, and he didn't like it. But for the longevity of the season, I think it was best for all of us. But relatively healthy outside of that. I think the kids they're just chomping at the bit to get out there for that first one.
Well, moving on to Jackson Southside, what do we know about them? What kind of offense and defense do they run?
Well, they're always coached well. Coach Reeder does a good job. They're spread offensively, H-back. They also run 3-4, 3-3 stack. Stuff on defense really depends on what you give them. They'll adjust. They're always aggressive. When you watch their defense through the years, the one thing you can say about them no matter what is they're going to hit you in the mouth. They're going to fly to the ball, and they're just not going to take it easy on you. I guess you'd say there's just nothing easy about when you play Southside. So we expect them to do just that. They're going to come out and test us early, and we got to stiffen and, make some things bust and defensively continue to kind of do what we've done this offseason and really play well, because I really believe our defense is primed to have a really good season if everybody can stay healthy, because we just match up so well with what teams can do. We got guys that can stop the run, but for the first time in a while, we've got long athletes in the secondary that really understand the coverage game and don't mind hitting. So as a whole, we've had some here and there, but this year I really like what we got going on in the secondary. So I'm really excited about what we're going to do.
Well, Coach, I know last week, it was the first time of this year under the lights, but it just seems like not only that game, but we just have it takes us a minute to get started, and and then we and then we settle into the game and play. I always say they're getting acclimated to the game, but it'd be nice to be acclimated at the kickoff.
Man, if it drives you nuts, you can just imagine what it does to me. I always want to start fast, but unfortunately, we're still dealing with 14 to 18-year-old kids. It doesn't always click fast for them, and for whatever reason, whether it be just getting their feet under them, nerves, getting that first hit out of the way, unfortunately, it's been that way. But the kids do always kind of respond well, at least here in recent years. So I can hang my hat on that at least. So, I don't know. I think, we're going to keep working on it, hoping that we can come out the gate and, be running 100 miles an hour and come out. But either way, I know these kids are going to play 4 quarters.
And that's a big part of it is they do respond to it. And, of course, I know, and if I feel that way, obviously you and the rest of the coaching staff does, I'd like to score first, get the ball, go down and score, and not have to play defense and catch up. And I know that's obviously not the way you want to do it either.
No, ideally for any coach, you go out and you score, you take the ball away and go score again and get a comfortable lead and, play the game. But, it's just not how it works sometimes. So we just kind of take the punches as they come. And like I said, we know we're going to play for 4 quarters and we're going to challenge everybody else to do the same.
And I felt like had we been playing a whole game against Halls, it would have gotten pretty lopsided, pretty quick. If it was a game that we were pulling all stops out. But I did think that we played well, saw a lot of good things from and for some young players. But I guess one of the questions that a lot of people will have is, do you have a back yet that is going to kind of step up and complement Pitts? Or is it a group?
Right now, it's kind of a committee. To comment on the game last week. I really feel like if we wanted to, we could have got under center and handed it to Amarion 30 times and scored a lot and moved the ball at will. Like it's nothing towards Halls. Right. I just think he's that kind of player, and I know that's what we're good at. But like you said, we had to find some other guys to go with him. And so, we've been looking at kids like Marjay Barbie, Terrence Hunter, Terrion Curry, even Kobe Maynard has been back there some, just trying to get those guys in the mix and see what they can do in the backfield. So they all bring something different to the table. And I think it's really going to take game reps to find out who's going to really excel under the lights. I do think we have more guys that are going to complement this year. And not just that, we got some guys in the perimeter like J.Q. Hurdle that's going to be able to do some things. And our quarterback, too. Our quarterback's mobile this year, can run and doesn't mind to tuck it down and take care of the ball and take off.
Yeah, I was actually pleasantly surprised, to see him fake the ball to Amarion, and run around left end himself, and pick up a lot of yardage. And, and he, like you said, he's quick, he's hard to get hold of.
Yeah, he's a great kid, smart, but hard-nosed, man. He's probably one of the smaller guys on the field, but when you look at him, I'm telling you, when he plays, He just plays like he's 7 foot tall, like he carries himself that way, and kids rally around him. And I just love the way he takes care of the ball. As a quarterback, you can't have a better compliment than your coach about, man, you take care of the ball and you don't throw in anything crazy. Like it's just, and I hope he keeps it up, knock on wood. But he's just a gamer, man. He's a competitor, and he's only gonna get better and better as the year goes.
Yeah, he's like, all of us probably remember playing against some teams that had a small player that, you just really wanted to hit him and tear his head off, but you never could catch him, and he seems like he's one of those kind of guys, that he's just so elusive.
Yeah, he's quick, and he showed off last week. He can throw it too. He doesn't. He missed on a couple throws. I think he was 6 for 10 for the game, which is 60%. That's really good for high school football. Threw a touchdown. You saw him throw it down the field a couple times. He struggled more with just getting it out. Sometimes I think rhythm. He rushed it a little bit and cut his hands were wrong, and that's why the ball come out weird. But that's just repetition stuff, and he's going to keep getting better and better as we go.
Yeah, I was proud to see on that touchdown. I think it was fourth down, but it was very late in the game, where he stayed in the pocket, and it looked like he checked down 2 or 3 receivers, and caught the final receiver running across the back of the end zone. And that really takes a lot to have a quarterback that can check off his first and second, maybe go to his third receiver. And it appeared that's what he did.
I thought he showed a lot of pocket presence on that play going back. The way he moved in the pocket, he never panicked. He's very patient. And then the anticipation about where his receiver is going to be, and he threw it to the open spot as opposed to throwing, where he was covered at, but where he was going to be open. So, and like I said, he's doing that in the Jamboree. So I just think you keep going throughout the year, he's just going to get better and better at that. I'm very pleased with him so far.
Well, I think everybody was happy with the way that the game turned out, and it's just always exciting. We get to this time of year. Jamborees are great, but this is what counts. That starts tonight, and of course, all over West Tennessee. A lot of anticipation about who's going to win this first game, and a lot more about your team and other teams after you get past this first week. And I know we'll have a great crowd out tonight to support the Tigers, and want to wish the Ripley Tigers the very best of luck. And let's go 1-0.
Yes, sir.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you for being with us. And this is Mike White with Coach Justin Cruz with the Justin Cruz Show. starting lineup for tonight. Tackle Connor Mooney, he's a junior. Tackle Dallas Midka, a senior.
It's a flag on the field, Mike, looks like.
Yeah, I think you're right. And it's going to be against Southside, so it'll be declined, so the ball will go over.
Was that target?
I didn't see
It
the
did
call.
up to the head of the fist, so I guess
And
it
the
was.
Tigers will have their first possession of the
The
season.
guard is Logan Simpson and Morgan Simpson are the two guards. Center, they're both juniors and twins. Center Dalton Wilson, the sophomore. Tight end Taylor Carney, a senior. Wing Sammy Smith, a sophomore. Wide receiver J.Q. Hurdle, a senior. And we'll go back to action. The Tigers are running out of the gun. They got three wide to the right. They hand the ball to the running back going off the left side, number 22. He's into the secondary, and he is off to the races, and nobody's going to catch him. First offensive play of the year, and that is a Bank Tennessee Ripley Tiger touchdown.
And that was Terrence Hunter, a senior, 5'8", 145.
Yeah, I mean, he had some speed. He showed some speed on that play.
Yes, he did, Mike. Yes,
When he
did.
got to the edge, it was no question that he was going to outrun everybody to the end zone.
I tell you what, when he got that ball, he took out.
Back to the seat.
He turned the Jets on. So the Tigers will line up to go for their PAT.
Number 26 comes in to kick for the Tigers.
And it's up and good.
Hendricks slides
That's
one
Hendricks,
through.
and so with 10:17 to go in the first quarter, Ripley draws first blood up 7-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff. 17 to go in the first quarter. Ripley on top 7-0 as they get ready to kick off.
And that was a great run by number 22. Terrence Hendricks.
Hunter.
Hunter.
Is his name.
It's 22. It is Hunter.
Yeah, he's a senior, and he's a speedster. All right, Hendricks will be handling the kickoff duties. Got a great crowd here tonight for Ripley.
Yeah, and it looks like Southside brought some good people with them too. Probably about 100, maybe a little bit more.
And the concession stand, got some great food there tonight. If you're listening to the game, be sure to come on by. You know, there's a lot of football left to play. They've got barbecue bologna tonight, along with barbecue nachos, along with the regular burgers and so forth. So come on by and enjoy some food right off of the grill. All right, Hendricks is getting his team ready to kick. Back deep for Southside at the 10-yard line is number 5.
I can't tell Mike the way he's turning. It's either 5 or 6.
There's the kick. And it's a end-over-end kick taken at about the 37-yard line. Breaks a tackle or two and gets across the 40. And there's a fight at the bottom of the pile. I thought maybe it was a fumble, but I guess not. But a good tackle, a short game there for the Hawks as they will have the ball at the 43-yard line. And that's where they'll go to work. First down and 10. Ripley had one offensive play and went the distance. I think that was 71 yards. Southside comes up to the line. The referees are stopping play. So the referees are getting it all straightened out, having a conference. Yeah, I think you're right, because I believe who they're talking to is maybe the clock operator. So the clock shows 10:17. We'll see if they make an adjustment. So we'll see if they put some time on the clock or run some time off. Ripley makes a substitution. They just add someone in. That's number 11, J.Q. Hurdle, sophomore. 6'1", Still waiting on the clock, I suppose.
Well, while we're in this timeout, next Thursday night,
And
we
remember,
have-
Thursday night,
we have the Rock County.
last night, Munford beat Covington by the score of 28-7, and Peabody defeated Milan. Milan defeated Peabody. I watched that game. I can't remember the score of it.
I think it was 2014 or 26-14.
Yeah, it seemed like it was about a 10-point difference. Okay, the clock is set at 10:07. Evidently, no time ran off the clock on the kick, so they take it down 10 seconds, and hopefully we're ready to play some football. 1st and 10. The Hawks will go back into a huddle as the clock is winding. Here in the bleachers, they've got a student section here in the middle. Got it kind of roped off, and a good group of students there from Ripley High School.
Well, I was going to say a while ago, that 12th man, which is the crowd, helps the momentum of the team anyway.
Absolutely. .10:05 on the clock. For whatever reason, it stopped now. But it'll be 1st and 10 as the Hawks break the huddle, come to the line. They'll send 2 wide out to the right, 1 to the left, wing to the right, working out of the gun. Quarterback takes a snap, high snap, but he hands it off to the running back, and he is hit behind the line of scrimmage for a yard loss. So that Tiger defense and Big Raymond, number 75, the nose guard, in the middle of all that, and he is fired up and doing a good job there.
And that was number 17 too, Mike Octavian Thomas. He's a senior, 5'10", 195. Got in on that deal.
Raymond Brown is 6'1", 390. They may be cheating him on a little weight there.
You think so?
Well, Coach told me before the season, I think he said he weighed either 407 or 411. He may have lost a little bit during the count, but great big boy, hard fellow to move. Coach said he didn't expect him to make a whole lot of plays in the backfield. He said, I just want him to eat up space. And he can eat up a bunch if you just run around him.
That's right.
2nd down and 11. Well, the referees come in and stop play as Southside will take a timeout, and with their timeout, we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back right after this. Our touchdown run by Hunter on the first play from scrimmage. Southside has the ball now. It's 1st down and 10 to go. They're on their own 43-yard line. They call a timeout, and they come back out on the field. They huddle up, and we'll get ready for some football. They break the huddle. They'll have 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Still operating out of the shotgun. There's the snap, and they're throwing it out into the flat. He throws it backwards, and a great job there by Kobe Maynard to bring him down for another 2-yard loss. I tell you what, this Tiger defense is really showing up.
I'm glad we didn't get a flag on that play. Kobe threw him, after he got him out of bounds, he threw him down.
Oh, I didn't see that. You know, and I mean, you can't do stuff like that, obviously, about a 4-yard loss on it. But, you know, when you're looking at a player and you're trying to get somebody down, you're not always aware of exactly where the boundaries are. And, you know, at high school level, they've just got a little thin stripe there, where like in college and NFL, you know, it's a great big wide stripe that makes it a little easier to see. But nevertheless, it'll be 3rd down and about 14. 3 wide right, 1 to the left. Quarterback drops back, wants to throw, going long downfield. He's got a man, and he caught it. Got the 1st down. And he had pretty good coverage there. He did get behind the defender, and the defender just in time, but the ball went between his arms, and it is complete. So that will move the sticks for the Southside Hawks and give them their, I think, their 2nd 1st down of the night.
Yeah, that was Tyshawn Thomas, junior. Good catch.
It was a good throw and a good catch. Can't take that away from him. They'll line up with 2 wide to the right, wing to the right, wide left, shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it to the running back. Runs right into a group of Tigers right at the line of scrimmage. And actually, you can see this, watch it back. He had a big hole right. He ran into a crowd of people. He ran more toward the center of the line. he probably would have done some damage.
Yeah.
But they show him as a 1 yard gain. It'll make it second down 9. 8:35 to go. First quarter, Ripley on top, 7-0.
Yeah, that was AT3 got him down.
2 wide to the right for the Hawks. 1 to the left. Wing to the right. Shotgun formation. Takes a snap. Just a little shovel over to number 3 trying to get out. And a great job there by number, was it 51 or 57?
Getting stopped for actually a short loss.
It is. That was Morgan
Third
Simpson.
down and 10, 30-10 Hawks.
And if it's 51, it's Hayden Jennings. I think it's 57. Yeah, so I can see him right there. That's Morgan
Ball
Simpson.
at the
He's a sophomore.
34
He
of the
is
Tigers.
5'10", 210 pounds. So it'll make it 3rd and 10 now as we hit the 7:40 mark. 3 wide right, 1 to the left. Fill in the gun. Takes a snap, wants to throw, looks to the right, looks to the right, wants to throw, but flushed out of the pocket, going to run the ball himself. And he's going to be taken out of bounds short. Actually, he didn't go out of bounds because the referee kept winding his arms, so evidently they brought him down before he went out of bounds. And he picks up around 6.
Down
It'll bring up, he picked up about, well, from the line of scrimmage. It'll put it now where it's 4th down and about 4.
Good
At
run by
the
the quarterback.
28-yard
Yeah,
line.
I mean, we did a good job in coverage,
Yeah.
and he had nowhere to go with the ball. But it's a big 4th down play. Ripley stopped him the last time. Hopefully they can this time too. Here's a high snap. Quarterback gets it. He's wanting to throw into the flat, and he actually he overthrew his receiver, and it's a good thing because the defender fell, and he could have just walked into the end zone had he caught that ball. But that didn't happen. So the Tigers take over on downs for the 2nd time in a row against the Southside Hawks.
That ball was at the 27th for 4th down for the Hawks. It's now at the 27th for 1st down for the Tigers.
Need to come back and score another.
Farm Bureau is sponsoring the first downs this year for the Ripley Tigers. Had a 71-yard run, but no first downs yet. Ripley's done for 2 wide to the left, wing to the right, gun formation, blitz. They hand the ball to Big Pitts, and he goes off the left side and tripped up at the 30.
Pitts on the carry to
He
the
picks up
30.
about 3 on the play.
3 on
Second down to 7.
That was number 5 on defense for the Hawks. That was Keyshawn Thomas.
He brought number 41 down about the only way you can bring him down. Hit him low, hit him below the knees, and just trip him up. You don't want to run up on him head to head, especially if he's got a little momentum going. Be 2, 3 wide to the left. Shotgun formation. Takes a snap and hand it off to Pitts. He breaks the first tackle, but not the second and the third one. He's going to maybe get back to the line of scrimmage if he didn't lose a yard.
Pitts on the lead
It wasn't a
handoff.
real good handoff. The mesh there wasn't real close, didn't work as well as it should. They're going to say he loses a couple yards. So it's going to make it 3rd down 10 as they put the stick back in the original line of scrimmage.
3rd down 10 for the Tigers
I wasn't down to see Josh take his ball.
from the 28-yard line.
The Tigers will have number 11, J.Q. Hurlspit wide to the left, 2 other wide to the left. Still in shotgun. Take the snap. Wants to throw. Looking to throw. Throws it complete to number 2. He breaks the first tackle and the second tackle. He's going to be just about a yard short.
Sammy Smith.
I go for it.
Complete.
And that was Sammy Smith on the catch.
Who makes a good move and comes across the
I played with a
35-yard
guy
line.
named he was
Very close
Sandy
to a
Smith,
first
Sandy
down.
Ray Smith. But I think they're related. All right, I think the Tigers are actually going to go for it. It's 3rd down still. Okay. 3rd, oh no, 4th. That's what I thought. 4th and.
They say he got
Oh,
it.
he got it. Okay, good deal.
And
All right, that
for
is a
first down.
Farm Bureau Ripley Tigers 1st down. Thanks to Andrew and all the group out there at Farm Bureau for sponsoring their first downs this year. Ripley will break the huddle, come to the line. Now 2 wide left. Quarterback under center this time, which is Herm. Split backfield. They're going to hand it. Quarterback's just going to run it. He's going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage. Well, he breaks
He's
loose.
still going. Oh, what a hit!
And he's break loose. He's in the secondary going down the far sideline. Finally tripped up, but not until he gets to the 40-yard line. But a flag comes in, and I'm afraid that's going to be a block in the back against Ripley. Good hit for talking about. I think that's what that was.
Blindside hit.
I think he blocked him in the back. I'm not sure, but I think that's what it was.
Well, sure.
And I didn't actually, I just saw the guy going. I didn't see what happened. And I will say last week there was a block in the back that I didn't see what was going on, but I did watch it back. Yeah, it was pretty obvious too. I was too busy looking at the ball carrier. But that play will come back. And looking for the white hat. He's still talking to the other referee. But it's 4:45 to go in this opening quarter. Ripley's still holding on to a 7-0 lead. They're going to back the Tigers up. Probably going to be 15 yards. You can hear the fans of Ripley not real happy about that.
Well, we had that same referee in the white hat last week, and he did the same thing.
And, you know, it is what it is. Just got to play ball. Overcome. Well, it may be. Let's see. It could be a spot foul. Now, they're going to march it back to the 21-yard line.
I thought it was a clean block myself.
I didn't see it.
Foul against the Tigers.
It looked to me like a clean block. He hit him on the side.
Did he have his head in front of him?
Ball goes back
I don't
to
know
the
where his head was.
21-yard line.
That's what the difference is.
It's first down.
All right, it'll be first down and about 25. Ball back on the 21-yard line. Ripley has 3 wide to the left. Shotgun formation. Hand the ball to Big Pitt. Starts outside. Breaks it inside. Breaks a couple of tackles. Runs over a couple of people as he gets out to the 24-yard line. So,
For 3 yards.
around 3 there. Hard run by Pitts.
Second
And
down,
Josh Herman is
24
the quarterback
yards.
this year.
Converted.
He's a junior. 5'8", 160 pounds. Pretty quick.
Yes, he is. He's real quick.
3 wide left. Back in the gun. Pitts stands behind him. Ball hits the ground. And he's going to be brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. There wasn't a clean catch on the snap. And he had to bend over and pick it up. And that just disrupted all the time. So they're going to say the Tigers have the ball at the, it's like 14 yards.
Brings up a third down.
So we're
and
third and,
34 to go.
I don't know,
Long way.
30 maybe?
Yeah. Yeah. 33, 34, somewhere along there.
So the Tigers will have 3 wide to the right. Hearn in shotgun. Man in motion. And they hand it to the man in motion, which is number 22, and he gets tripped up behind the line of scrimmage too. So with a 4th down and about 30 to go, the Tigers obviously in a punting situation.
Will game.
So the Tigers are kind of their own worst enemy on that drive.
I really thought it was a clean block. But anyway, I'm up here and they're down there.
And they change the rules so much, and they change them every year. So I'm not sure exactly what that specific call was, besides unnecessary roughness or unsportsmanlike conduct. So back to punt for the Tigers is number 6, Andrew Latham. And he gets it off. Gets a nice high punt. And it hits, all right, good job, good heads up there by Kobe Maynard. It hit right across the 50 at about the 48-yard line. It was taking a bounce back toward Ripley's end. And number 20, Kobe Maynard caught it on the bounce. So Southside will have the ball. First down and 10, midfield strike with 2:09 to go, first quarter. Ripley on top, 7-0. Southside breaks the huddle. They'll send 1 wide right. Like 2 wide to the left. wing to the right, in the gun, man in motion. They hand the ball to the man in motion, and he's trying to get outside. A good job there by Ripley of kind of taking that edge away, even though he got just a little piece of it. But he picked up enough to get about 3 yards. So he picked up about 5. So it'd be 2nd and 5.
Don't have they got a number 7, but ain't no name beside it.
I want to thank the sponsors last week for the Tiger Bowl out of Paul's, H&A Partners, Greg Summers, Restaurant D, Bank of Paul's, and Arnold Drug. Big thank you for that, because that was a huge success. And hoping Paul's has a great night tonight as well. Ripley on defense. Here's the play at 2 wide left. Quarterback's going to hand it to a single running back. He spins and breaks a couple of tackles. He's out near the 1st down mark.
Ball carrier is
Good hard run, twisting and turning, picking his way through the defense.
Deloach on
Looks
the
like
tackle.
they're going to spot it. Look pretty close.
Thomas also in that tackle.
And they're going to say it's 3rd and 1.
3rd down and a short one for the Hawks. 3rd down.
Craig said it is a short one. It's actually less than 1. Probably a foot and a half. Unless it's a pass or they get out of bounds, this may be the last play of the 1st quarter. We're down to 40 seconds. 1 wide to either side. 3 men in the backfield.
Somebody moved.
Yeah, they did, and they're not going to call it. He gets the 1st down as we miss a tackle in the backfield. He stays on his feet. Relatively short game, but he didn't need much, but it was enough for a 1st down for the Hawks and enough to move the sticks.
That should have been the outside on the Southtown Hawks.
Yeah, it should be. They went their running back stuff a little early.
For a Hawk 1st down.
So they got away with 1 there. That moved the sticks. And I guess he got out of bounds too, because it's 20, now they're running the clock. 21 seconds to go. They're not going to run another play, it doesn't look like, in this quarter. So here at the end of 1, here at Tiny Knee Stadium, Jim Fitzhugh Field, and Don Terrace Press Box, the score at the end of 1 is Ripley 7, Southside 0. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back with the 2nd quarter right after this. All right, we're ready for the 2nd quarter to get underway. Ripley leads 7-0 against the Southside Hawks. Hawks will have the ball 1st down and 10 at the Tiger 37-yard line as they come back on the field.
Scoreboard is operational from the press box.
They'll have wideouts to either side. Kind of running out of a pistol this time as their quarterback still in shotgun, has a man behind him, hands it to the running back going off the left side. Breaks a couple of tackles and has a nice gain of about 5 yards across the 35 to about the 32-yard line.
Number 3 for the Southside Hawks. That is Carl Henny, senior.
It'll bring up 2nd down and just about 5. Ball at the 32-yard line. This is the Hawks. It's their 3rd time to have the ball, but it's the only time they've really driven the ball on the Tiger defense. Okay, they've got, they still have some clock issues, and maybe not. Wide out to either side for the Hawks. Wing to the left. Shotgun formation.
It's offside.
Yeah, and both sides are pointing at each other, but I think the offense moved first.
Yeah, they moved earlier on that play before the last one.
Yeah.
Motion by the Hawks, moves the ball back 5 yards to the original line of scrimmage. So it's 2nd down and 10 for the Hawks.
So it'll be 2nd and 10.
37 yards.
Ball at 37. We'll start over. Same formation, wing left, wide outs to either side. Quarterback takes a high snap, fakes the handoff, trying to throw into the flat. Has a man, but overthrows him.
Pass
just off the fingertips, so it falls incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down 10 now for the Hawks.
I think AT3 kind of interrupted that pass because it looks like he hit it as soon as the quarterback was letting it go, and I think it's slowed it down.
But that sounds like something he'd do.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. I don't have no update on flipping and curve yet. We're hoping to get something in.
I thought it was Yankee Poo.
Well, I think he's playing both of them.
Oh, okay. 3rd and 10. Ball at the 37-yard line for the Hawks. They have 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. And also a conversation with the referees.
Yeah, it's a quick pass. They moved the ball up here.
Well,
They moved the ball back.
the referee is coming over. Not really sure what his hand motions are.
He did like this.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely said it was incomplete. At any rate, it appears that it's 3rd and 10. Southside at the Tigers' 37-yard line. Trips wide to the left, 1 to the right. Gun formation. Takes a snap, wants to throw left. Now he's looking back to the middle of the field. Going long, and I mean long out. But great defensive play as it falls incomplete by number 22, Terrence Hunter. And I mean, that was, you couldn't draw up and expect a guy to make coverage any better than that.
I'm going to tell you what, that kid is quick.
He's quick, fast, and has great closing speed.
Wish we had him another year. You think he could fail? I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, he was good last year, but he's really matured this year. I mean, the speed is obvious. So it'll be 4th down and 10 now for the Hawks as they go for it again. No, they do.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to punt, but you never know.
Yeah, they've got an up back, but they do have, they're in punt formation. But sometimes they'll snap to that up back. But he doesn't have any, really any blockers, but that one up back there. So they get to the line, you got pretty much a clear shot.
They keep coming the ball.
That's beyond me. I know they're having some clock problems. It keeps blinking in and out. All right, 4th and 10, punt formation. Back deep for the Tigers is, I believe, Hunter. High snap, he gets it off, and it's a low, and it goes out of bounds somewhere around the 20. 22, Hunter is back to receive, but it doesn't make it back to him. Looks like it's going to be spotted at around the 20, 21-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Ripley with 10:41 to go in this half. Up 7-0 as Ripley scored on the first offensive play. Ripley will have the ball at the 22. Ripley's had some good plays, but they've also had some penalties that has kind of held them back. It'll be wide right for the Tigers, wing to the left. Well, it's tight end to the left. Quarterback under center this time is Hartman. Takes a snap. He hands it to the big running back. He's hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. He spins and might have gained a yard. Or he made it. No, I think he lost a yard. He just didn't have a hole there.
Yeah. He's trying to get out of that hole with that spin, but it just didn't work.
It was just too clogged up, too many bodies there. So it'll make it 2nd and 11 for Ripley. Wide left for Ripley. Number 11, Hurdle. Quarterback under center. And they blitz. And a great block and a good run by number 1 for the Tigers. He's into the secondary. He's across the 50. And I don't think anybody's going to catch him. They will not. And that for the Ripley Tigers is going to be a, what is that, a 79-yard touchdown run. That's Barbie. R.J. Barbie is a sophomore. Get that, folks, sophomore.
I'm going to tell you something else. We got by with the face mask too.
Did we?
On the run, but hey, if they didn't call it, we ain't saying nothing.
Did they just put his fan hand on it, or
Well,
did he close it?
Well, he could have.
That'd be a
yeah.
stiff arm
Yeah.
unless he actually pulled it on.
79 yards.
But at any rate, Ripley on top, 13-0, 9:47 to go until halftime, and Ripley gets ready for their point after.
Well, we got any Covenant fans here tonight?
Wouldn't be surprised. Well, I don't know if I'd call them fans here. The
Oh,
snap,
well.
the hold, the kick up and good. So with 9:47 to go in the first half, Ripley up 14-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back right after this. After a 79-yard touchdown run by Marjay Barbie to open up the lead for the Tigers by the score of 14-0, as they are waiting for the Hawks to come out. The Tigers to come out. The Hawks are on the field. We're just waiting for the kick team.
And we want to go ahead and mention again that next Thursday night at Pocket County, Thursday night, we'll be playing at 7 o'clock because of the referee situation. They don't have enough referees to referee.
So Hendricks will be kicking off for the Tigers. Of course, I know you probably remember, a lot of folks do, he's wearing number 26.
Yeah.
You know who else wore 26?
Hawkins.
Yeah, one of the best kickers to ever play for Ripley.
Well, I wasn't here that night. He kicked a 50-yard field goal.
Yeah, I don't know. As far as I know, he's still at the University of Memphis, so really don't know because I hadn't, had an opportunity to talk to anybody in this family. Just hadn't asked the coach. Coach would know. But he gets ready to kick off. The two back deep standing at the 10-yard line for the Hawks. Here's the kick. And it's an angled kick over to the side, taking out about the 32, goes straight up the middle. And he's got a good gain. He's still on his feet. And we don't bring him down until he gets across midfield at about the 48-yard line. We hit him soon. Of course, it was a short kick. He ran straight ahead. I mean, he went north and south. He didn't run sideways. And he ran over a couple of people, ran into a crowd and got out of it, and finally was brought down. But not until he gets the ball into Tiger territory. And they're going to say the ball is at, I believe, the 47.
Somebody called a timeout. I don't know who it was.
Well, we'll take a 30-second timeout with them and be back right after this. 9:09 to go in the first half here for the opening game. The Ripley Tigers hosting the Southside Hawks. The score, Ripley 14, Southside 0. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Hawks after the Ripley kickoff, and they returned it into Tiger territory down to the 47-yard line where a timeout was called and waiting for the Hawks to come back onto the field, and we'll get ready for some more action.
That Milan score is 14.
The Hawks come to the line with two wide to the left, one to the right, wing to the right. Pistol formation. Puts a man in motion. Takes a snap and hands it to the running back who gets into the secondary. He's down past the first down sticks and down to the 30-yard line, and he'll have a Southside Hawk first down as he's pushed out of bounds, but not until he picks up the first down and moves the sticks.
Yeah, that was the thing about Southside on that play.
Yeah, the quarterback actually reversed out, and, of course, that kind of freezes the linebackers. And I actually thought that he had turned the wrong way,
Yeah.
but that was evidently designed that way. So it'll be 1st and 10. They're saying the ball is at the 34-yard line for the Hawks with 9:39 to go until halftime. Ripley up 14-0.
I'm gonna tell you what, we got a good sophomore class.
Yeah.
I mean, again,
We do. We got a good team.
we got a real good team, all of them, seniors, juniors.
And we've got a lot of great players, but we've got fantastic coaches.
Oh, yes, yes. I wouldn't trade our coaches for any coaches in West Tennessee or out of Tennessee.
Yeah, Coach Cruz and his staff do an outstanding job.
Let's see what's going on.
I want to give a shout out to Mr. Lowry, one of our coaches' dads. He always listens, and he always gets a kick out of me calling you crazy hard.
Crazy Horse. I got that name about let's see, like 30 years ago, I guess, or longer.
It was in the 90s. Yeah, it was in the 90s. All right, somebody takes a timeout. Not sure who it is, but we'll take it with them and be back right after this.
Red light, Laney Woodard, Lydia Burnham.
And I never did see who called the timeout.
Julia Manley.
If I had to guess, I would say it was Southside.
Your 2022 RHS football cheerleaders
Somebody.
with a special guest, Sid.
It must-
Happy birthday,
Well,
Sid.
one thing, the play clock is messed up.
Yeah, the clock.
And then the time, then the clock up here, but when they put 2 seconds back on the scoreboard.
Well, I want to mention that tonight, the JROTC with Sergeant Lindo Williams and SFC Jennings, Tonya Jennings, tonight's color guard as they presented the national anthem was Megan Fincher, Skylar Corlew, Savannah Umbra, Hunter Parker, and Mario Malone. And they did a fantastic job. They presented the colors during the national anthem. I want to thank them for that. Southside comes back on the field. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Tiger 34-yard line. Yeah, the play clock's not working either. Just got to get all the bugs and the gremlins out of it here for the first game of the season. Hawks will have 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Gun formation. Quarterback takes a high snap, and the ball's on the ground, but the quarterback gets back on it, but he's going to lose about 6 yards. That'll bring up about,
Next tackle for loss.
it'll be around 3rd and 14. Third and,
Ball resting
check
right
that,
on the
3rd
40-yard
and
line.
about 15,
Second down.
almost 16.
That left tackle moved was about too quick too.
I mean, he just mishandled the ball, missed his hand off, I think it was, and the ball hit the ground. Of course, he jumped right on it and maintained possession, but loses about 5 yards, so it's 2nd and 15. 2 wide right, 2 wide left for the Hawks. Still operating out of the gun. Puts a man in motion. Well, they're going to have to delay a game. They weren't lined up correctly. The quarterback was trying to get a receiver to move from one side to the other, but it'll be a delay of game. They'll back them up 5 more yards, and so it'll make it 2nd down and 20. 9:31 is what it shows on the clock, but the clock's kind of blinking in and out, and I'm not sure that's correct. We'll look and see if it goes down after this play. 2 wide left, 2 to the right. Man in motion. Takes a snap, high snap, wanting to throw. He's got a man going down the far side of the field. He's in the triple
gonna be
coverage,
intercepted.
and it is picked off. The Tigers return it back to around the 28-yard line. And that was Mainers on the interception. The quarterback threw it into triple coverage and threw it short on top of that. So it's an easy kickoff for the Tigers, and a great job by Mainers as the Tigers go back on offense. And I'm not sure how much time's on the clock. It still shows 9:31, so we'll just have to wing it here as far as the time left.
Yeah, but I don't see how you got 4 or 5 referees out there of how they missed that late hit. The boy was already down on the ground.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it either.
I saw it.
I had to look for it on the Tiger TV. All right, Ripley to the line this time. Quarterback under center, split backfield, wide left, wing right, wing in motion. They hand the ball to the wing man. That's number 22, Hunter, trying to get outside. He breaks a couple of tackles and gets out across the 35 to around the 36. And a nice 7-8 yard pickup.
Second down, 3 yards for the first.
So it'll be 2nd down and about 2 for Ripley, so a good 8-yard pickup. Again, the clock's still showing 9:31, so we just won't count that. Well, now it's 9:27 and counting, so I'm not sure how official that is. Maybe it'll keep us in the ballpark. The Tigers to the near side of the field. Tigers in all purple tonight. Wide out left, wing right. Quarterback under center. Hands the ball to Big Pitts. And he runs into a big crowd.
He's going to be short on that first down, boy.
Yeah, it's going to bring up third.
Hits on the carry.
Yeah, they've shown basically no gain.
Stopped by Bob.
3rd and 2.
Picks up a yard, which makes
We
it
got
third
to
down.
give him a little room. We got to blow some people out of some holes. Of course, you know they are crowding the line because we run the ball a lot more than we throw it. Third down, 2 for the Tigers. Ball at the 36-yard line. They got everybody, a lot of folks in tight. Quarterback sneak, flag comes out.
I think we moved.
Quarterback keeps it as a flag.
And it was right at enough for the first down, but it looks like it's going to come back.
Well, no. Maybe against Southside.
And he's standing like he wants to mark it off against Southside, but haven't seen an indication.
Yeah, we're going to mark it off against Southside.
All right. Still don't know what the play was, or what the referee or offside defense.
The Hawks.
So that's enough to give the Tigers the first down, and that is a Farm Bureau first down. For the Ripley High School Tigers as they move the sticks up 14-0 and with the ball. Pretty tight offense this time. Got a wing to the right and a wide to the left, but other than that, everybody else in tight. And they're going to hand the ball off to the running back. He's in the linebacker level and twists and turns and picks up about 6 or 7.
Number 16 for the Tigers, that is Kyle Curry. He's a sophomore.
Another one of those sophomores.
Yeah, Coach putting a lot of them sophomores in. I think a lot of them played last year.
Some of them did, yeah, quite a few of them.
Second down.
I know Hunter did, I know Thompson did. XA picked up 7, so it'll be 2nd down 3.
We need a more on it.
Ball is at the 48-yard line for Tigers. Just shy of the midfield stripe. And the ball to Big Pitts going off the left side. He's got the first down and running all over a couple of players there. But they do bring him down, but not until he gets another Farm Bureau first down for the Ripley High School Tigers.
Well, do you know if he had any students looking at him?
I don't know. I would think, but I really don't know. I haven't heard the coach say, and I haven't asked yet. 7:56 showing on the scoreboard. 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 46-yard line of the Hawks. Wing left, wide right, quarterback under center, takes a snap. Handed off to Pitts again, going off the same play, trying to get outside, and he runs over a couple, but he pushed out of bounds after a maybe a 4-yard gain, 3 yards.
To the 43.
So they're going to say it's 3-yard pickup.
It's 3rd down.
Yeah. So it'll make it 2nd down and 7.
He's just a beast.
3rd down.
Hard to stop. Got that low center of gravity, and he's got some powerful legs. RJ in the backfield with him. Wide to the left, wing to the right. Sam takes a snap. He hands it off to Marjay. He cuts it inside and picks up about maybe 3 more. It's like down to the 41-yard line.
I'll tell you
That was the second down play. It's now
it did come
3rd
out. Southside thought they had it. I'm going to tell you what about Marjay. Marjay's got a good eye for the field.
3rd and
Yeah, you know, there's just a feel. Some people just have a natural knack and just have great vision, stuff that you can't coach. And it does appear he has that. Ripley to the line with wide out to the right, which is Maynard. Wing to the left, which is Hunter. Turn under center and a timeout. So Ripley will call a timeout, and we'll take a bit with them and be back in 30 seconds. 6 to go until halftime. Ripley on top 14-0. Ripley has the ball. It'll be 3rd and 5 when play resumes following the timeout by the Tigers. Dalton Wilson is a sophomore, 6'2", 276. He's the center for the Tigers. Wow. Maynard split wide left, wing right. Karn puts a man in motion. They fake it. No, they hand it to him, and that's the punt. Trying to get outside. He gets to the 40, crosses the 40, and the flag comes out later. I think he was hit out of bounds, and I think he got the first down as well. Well, now I see the Hawks are pointing toward Ripley, so maybe it was a block in the back before the hit. So that looks like it is going to come back, and the Tigers had a first down, but that's going to come back.
Lexington 7, South Gibson nothing.
A lot of big games around West Tennessee. Of course, tonight is the night. Everybody that didn't play last night, there is one team, or one game, 2 teams, I can't remember who it is, that's actually playing on Saturday this week.
Against the
Tuesday,
Tigers.
2406.
Whatever the penalty is, it's a big one. It looks like, well, I guess it's going to be looks like about a 15-yard from the spot. Still didn't see the referee's indication of what that
And the 3rd down.
penalty was, but it's
and
going to make it
ball.
3rd and about 17.
He probably didn't know what it was.
One wide to the right, split backfield, wing right. Tight end left. And the quarterback is wanting to, ooh, and he's wrapped up. He wanted to throw the ball, but he's hit for a huge loss back at about the 20, I mean, not 20, excuse me, check that, about the, they're going to say 35-yard line. The Tigers going backwards. It's 4th down and about close to 30.
That was 23 for the Hawks. That was Nick Powell. He's a senior.
Yeah, I'm not sure who was supposed to block him, but that obviously never happened. He just ran free, and the quarterback was rolling his way. So, you know, sometimes you let those backside ones go, but you've got to block on the play side. So Hendricks in to punt for the Tigers. He'll stand back at about his 24-yard line. He does the kind of roll-out pooch kick. Well, I hate to call it a pooch kick, it's just a roll-out punt, but kind of rugby style. High snap, but he gets it down, and there's a big rush, and he gets a great kick. It doesn't take a great bounce, but he's lucky to get it away because there's a lot of pressure on him.
About a 40-yard punt.
Nice punt, good poise by him staying back there, getting the ball out. It's a lot of pressure.
What number is he, Mike? You remember?
Who?
The punter.
26. Well, it's Hendricks.
Okay, he's a junior. I thought we had somebody else that was kicking one of the punting.
Could be right.
Well, no, because last year Josh punted. I guess that's why I'm getting mixed up there.
Man in motion for the Hawks, and they're throwing it into the flat. And I hope he did catch it because he'll lose yards.
Pass complete behind the line of
It's
scrimmage.
complete behind the line of scrimmage, so he's going to lose some yardage there.
Ball is now spotted for a 3-yard loss. It's 2nd down, 13.
Our old baseball buddy Mason is working the sideline camera for Tiger TV. Want to give him a shout out. The Hawks up to the line, 2 wide right, 1 to the left, or 2 to the left. Quarterback in the gun, and they hand the ball. The quarterback, I think, kept it. He breaks loose and doesn't get enough for the first down, but he picked up about, he needed about 13. I think he got about 11 or 12.
He does better running. He does throwing.
Well, like I say, it's just a little shy of the 45, so 44-yard line, make it 3rd down and 2.
And 2 yards to go for the first.
Good thing about it, we got the ball coming back the second half.
You are right.
Tigers the 3rd on the first half.
I didn't see the points. I didn't know if we deferred or we won.
We did. Well, we won and deferred.
Okay. Like, were they won and deferred? I wasn't sure how that. Anyway, Ripley had, or excuse me, a ball mishandled by the quarterback. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage. Number 5, the All-State linebacker, Carney in on that tackle, as well as
Number 32 for the Tigers.
3 yard loss and a 4th down.
I think he is.
It is Mason
Deloach.
Deloach. He's a sophomore.
So it brings up 4th down and 4 for Southside, and it appears they're going to go for it.
What time is it left in this half?
I don't know if that clock's right. It shows 8 minutes.
No, it ain't.
If it's right, we will be here till 11. As long as we come out with a win, it'll be worth it.
Southside called timeout.
Well, we'll take it with them and be back in 30 seconds.
Timeout.
The clock, which we're not sure if it's correct or not, 7:56 to go until half. The score is Ripley 14, Southside 0.
On the south end of the field.
Excuse me, Southside with the ball, but it's 4th down and 6 at their own 42.
Looks like they're going to punt, but I wouldn't guarantee it.
They are lined up in front formation. The Tigers have Marjay back, stands across about the 28-yard line. And here's the kick. He gets a nice one away. It's going to hit and roll. It doesn't roll much, but it didn't have to roll a lot. It was a great kick. It gets down inside the 15 to around about the 14-yard line.
44-yard punt, be marked at about the 14-yard line. From their own 14, the Tigers, in the waning moments.
So Ripley will get the ball back deep in there into the field.
Will take possession.
I wish we knew what the time was, but
So Ripley will take over at their own 19-yard line. 1st down and 10. 2 split wide right. 3 split wide right now. Back in shotgun formation is Hearn. Takes a snap. Hands it off to the big man. He gets a couple of blocks. He gets in the secondary. And almost enough for a 1st down. Looks like he picked up 9 or 10.
Hits on the carry.
Let's see where they mark it. Looks like he's going to be a little shy. Still a nice 9-yard run on 1st down.
9 yards on the carry.
It'll be second one for the Tigers.
2nd down and 1.
Ball at the 23-yard line. 2 wide left. 3 wide left now. And they hand the ball to Pitts going, no, the quarterback fakes it, and he's going to run it himself coming this way, puts his head down, and should have the 1st down.
he got it.
Goes to the left.
So that will be a
25-yard line.
Farm Bureau Ripley Tiger 1st
And
down.
it should be, ladies and gentlemen, a Tiger
They haven't moved the
1st
sticks,
down.
but there they go. Now they're moving it. So the Tigers with the ball and a new set of downs. 2 wide right. Wing right. Hearn in shotgun. Takes a snap. Hands the ball to Pitts. He's trying to get outside. He runs over 2 or 3 people. He comes down the sideline, dodges back a couple more. He's back in the field. Runs over. It took 3 of them to bring him down as he crosses the 50-yard line and gets down to the 47-yard line. Huge run by the huge man for the Tigers. That is a Farm Bureau Ripley Tiger 1st down.
Yeah, before he got brought down, the big Mac Crook went over about 4 or 5 of them.
He did.
He jumped. He jumped.
And that's evidently that's the half. So both teams are leaving. So at the end of the 1st half, the score is Ripley 14 and Southside 0. We're going to get some scores at halftime and update you when we come back. And so here from Tiny Stadium, at the end of 2 quarters, it's Ripley 14, Southside 0. We'll see you in about 15 minutes or so. Back deep for the Tigers is Mayday Barbie and Terrence Hunter, number 1 and number 22. They're going to stand at about their 16-yard line.
Here we go.
As we get ready for this second half to be underway. And here's the kick. It's a low kick, end over end, and it's going to go out of bounds. So it will be a flag on the play. Let's see if the Tigers take it at the 35 or they make them kick again.
What would you do? Make them kick it?
I don't know, 35 is pretty good field position. You know, if they're going to kick it short, not you know, which they're not going to give a chance for it. They've already seen Marjay and Hunter. They've already seen them run because they got the 2 touchdowns. So they know they don't want to kick it to them. So 35-yard line, actually 30-yard line. Well, the referee's putting it on the 35, on the 30, but the sticks are at the 35. I'd like for them to move the ball. And there they go. They moved it to the 30. I thought it was 35. Like, okay, well, it's been a year since I've did a high school football game, but they change rules every year, but I didn't know that one. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Tigers from their own 35-yard line. First play of the second half. Ripley has wide to the right. They hand the ball to the running back, and he's into the second level. He's brought down after a 10 or 12-yard pickup. That's number 16 again, the sophomore.
On the carry for the Tigers.
I believe he's a sophomore.
Number 16 is Curry. He is sophomore.
So that'll be the sticks, and it'll be a Farm Bureau Tiger first down.
I'll give a shout out to my wife tonight for allowing me to get out of the house, and she said I could go, so I want to thank her on that.
You better thank her.
Yeah, I do. I thank her for every day.
All right. Ripley up to the line, wide out to the right, wing to the left. Quarterback under center is Hearn. Hands the ball to Big Pitts going off the left side. Rambles for about 4 or 5 yards. Just across the 50-yard line to almost the 49-yard line. That'll be second down and about 6.
Second down and
Big shout out to Mickey at the station running the board.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're going to give her a raise.
So the Tigers will come back to the line. Wide right, wing right, Hearn under center, split backfield. And they get it to Hunter this time. He gets the second level, pushed out of bounds, but not until he gets another Farm Bureau first down for the Ripley Tigers. Pushed out of bounds at the 40.
I'll tell you what, he got to be one of the quickest kids I've seen in a long time. I mean, he is quick. Well, like pitch coming off there and have angle.
Who is?
Yeah.
All right.
Or it could just be a crown.
Ripley's going to call a timeout, so we'll take it with them and be back in 30 seconds. After the timeout, it'll be 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. First offensive series of the second half. Ripley with the lead, 14-0. It'll be 3 wide left. Shotgun formation this time for Hearn. And they actually didn't see what happened there. Yeah, I think it was must have been a bobbled snap or something. 72, the center, is the one who ended up on the ball. So first down goes for no gain. Yeah, he's a big guy too. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Yeah, you're right. Still shows 12 minutes, so we'll just have to guess at the time. Tigers have wide right, quarterback under center, split backfield. They hand the ball to Marjay. He's wrapped up in the backfield, can't get anything going. He's going to lose probably 4 yards on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 14 now. I guess we just missed a block on that left side because he never had a chance to get started.
4 yards.
Time for Josh to take off.
3rd down.
Yeah, you mentioned Mickey. She does a good job. She is WTRB. She's Miss WTRB. Mickey Radio. She loves it when we call her that. All right, wide to the right. Wing to the left. Quarterback under center is Hearn. Puts a man in motion. Hands it to the man in motion, which is Hunter. And he breaks a couple of tackles, gets back across the original line of scrimmage and down to the 37-yard line.
Hunter on the carry.
So he picked up about 5 or 6, but it's still going to make it fourth down and about 7.
Gain of about 7 yards, 6 or 7 yards, and it's fourth down. About 8 for the first. 4th and 8 Tigers.
And Ripley is in the punt formation. They have number 8 back there punting for the Tigers, which is Josh Hearn. He's the quarterback and the punter, so he does continue to punt with his quarterback duties. High snap, he gets it down. Oh, it's a fake, and it's complete. And the Tigers got a first down. They're going for the touchdown. One man to beat, doesn't quite beat him, but he gets down to the 6-yard line. What a call by Coach, I won't say it's Coach Stegall. I'm going to give him some credit for it, as well as Coach Cruz. But it moves the sticks inside the red zone down to about the 7-yard line. So it'll be a Farm Bureau Ripley Tiger first down.
Great play. I mean, that was a great play.
Yes, it was, and a great call by the coach, coaches that were involved in that decision. But that puts the Tigers into the red zone with a first down and goal from about the 7-yard line.
Tigers done a little razzle-dazzle.
Little trickery. Wide out to the right, wing to the left. Quarterback Hearn under center. Hands the ball to, he's going to keep it himself. And he's wrapped up in the backfield. Gets past the first one, and the second and third one actually finally bring him down. He's going to lose some yards on that play. Going to be back outside around the 15-yard line. It was a design fake, and he was going to roll out to the right as the running back went to the left. But blocking just wasn't there on that side. So it comes to a loss, and they are saying the ball's right at the 16-yard line. So it'll be second down and goal from the 16.
We get it in the end zone.
Number 11, Hurdle, goes wide to the left. Hearn back in shotgun, Hunter to his left. And he fakes the ball to him. He's going to run himself, trying to get outside. He breaks a couple tackles, stays on his feet, fights back toward the middle. And I don't know if he picked up anything, maybe a yard, looks like down to around the 16. A good, hard, tough run by the quarterback, Hearn.
He's tough. I mean, he's tough.
He's like a pine knot. You can't drive a nail in him and bounce off. But it will bring up third and goal for the Tigers from the 16-yard line. Hearn goes over, talks to the offensive coordinator, Coach Blake Stegall, comes back in with the play. Sends Hurdle wide to the left. Split backfield, Hearn under center. And Ripley's going to take a timeout. And so with their timeout, we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back right after this. We are getting ready for a third and goal play for the Ripley Tigers from the 16-yard line. Tigers had a couple of losses on some plays, got part of it back, but probably 4-down territory here, so the Tigers have 2 shots at the end zone.
Score update. Union City 35, Wake County 0.
Ripley to the line. Split backfield. Hearn under center. Wide out to the left. He hands the ball to, well, who did he hand it to? Oh, they fumble the ball, and Southside picks it up, and he's going all the way down. There's a block in the back right there. They're not going to call it. Hearn had an opportunity to tackle him, and he was grabbed and held from behind. But either way, no flag came out, and that was a bad missed call there. They do get a touchdown off of that, but it shouldn't have been a touchdown. Hearn was going to bring him down. He had just about caught up to him, and they actually grabbed him from behind and slowed him down so that he couldn't catch up with him. And I can't believe with that many referees out there, you know, and all the focus being on that runner, that they didn't see that with him coming up. But that's the way it goes. Maybe we'll get a call our way.
We better.
But that knocks the score, the goose egg off the scoreboard for Southside, and we'll make it 14-6 as they line up for their point after. That was terrible.
That's awful. Awful.
So it looks like they're going for the PAT. But it was a fumble on the play, and they picked it up and was running it back for a touchdown. Hearn, the quarterback, had an opportunity to catch him. If he hadn't been held, he would have caught him. But they didn't call the play, so the touchdown stands.
You got to play him. I mean, it's.
You gotta play the cards you dealt.
Well, there is a flag on the field over there, on the far side, but I don't know what it's for.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't think they even know what it
He
is.
just looked like the referee just standing there looking at it. Now the other one told him to pick it up and put it in his pocket. All right, they're doing this little, I think they call it swing and gate or something. So Ripley will take a timeout because it appeared that they were going to go for two the way they were lined up. And I'm not sure if, surely that's not the end of the quarter, but somebody called a timeout. I guess Coach Cruz is definitely giving the head referee a couple of words there. And actually when the referees look back at this, somebody should feel ashamed. And Coach Cruz still having words with him. Coach Cruz is smart enough. He's not going to go over the edge, but he may tiptoe up to it as far as what he can get by with the referee. We'll hold it here. As I think Ripley took a timeout as they, being Southside, lined up in like I said, swinging gate's what I've always heard it called, but there's probably a lot of different names for it. They just had a center and one lineman line up over the ball. Everybody else lined up all the way to the right side of the field. And Coach Cruz wanted to make sure we knew how to line up defensively for that.
I think Doug Reynolds used to call it another hole. Somebody did.
Yeah, I think you're right. And now they just basically move back into that same, in their regular position, and the Ripley defense moves back with them. So they are lined up for their point after. They're taking a long time on this. Number 12 kicking. Here's a snap, a low snap, and a hold, but it does go in. And so that will make the score now 14-7. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff.
No.
Yeah. So there was a penalty, evidently there was a penalty on that touchdown that was going to be assessed on the kickoff. And so now Southside will be kicking off from their own 25-yard line. The score 14-7. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Jay King back here, he had an eye out for us and helped us out. So yeah, it was unsportsmanlike conduct. So that's what backs them up to the 25. And Ripley should have good field position as their deep backs stand back at right at the 40-yard line. Again, can't tell you how much time's left in the third quarter, only that it is the third quarter, and the score is 14-7. And here's the kick. And it is a long end-over-end kick. It runs all the way back to the 25. Marjay gets it, though. He starts inside, breaks it outside, going down the near sideline, stays on his feet across the 40 before he's brought out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. So that's where the Tigers will have it, first down and 10, to start this offensive series at some point in the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the fifth quarter by now. We don't know.
Can't tell by the clock, that's for sure.
Now, this is where the Ripley needs to come out and make a statement right here.
It'll be first down and 10 from their own 40 for the Tigers. They'll break the huddle. Pitts is in the backfield. Hurdle goes wide left. Wing left. Hearn under center, split backfield. Takes the snap, hands it to the big man going off the left side, and he's wrapped up, and he still falls forward for a couple. We just got to give him a little hole in there. He's being hit about the time he gets to the line of scrimmage, if not before. And they say he picked up about 3, so it'll be 2nd down 7. Ripley really needs to just manhandle them here on out and eat up a bunch of clock and not give them the opportunity, because the only time they've scored is on a turnover by us. Their offense has not scored. Wing left, wide left. Hearn under center. Takes a snap, hand it to the big man, and he busts through the middle. He's at the 40. He's at the 30, at the 20. Nobody's going to catch him, and it is going to be a Tiger touchdown. Back Tennessee Tiger touchdown, as that was a 60-yard run by the big man, Big Pitts, Big O, as we call it.
Let's look, make sure ain't no laundry out there on the field. I mean, we'll get a flag for just spitting on the ground.
So the Tigers up now 20-7. We were waiting for him. I tell you what, he can run for a big man.
He sure can. I wonder what he weighs.
About 245, I think. I don't know what it says on the roster.
It says 240. I mean,
He can fluctuate 10 pounds,
yeah,
probably.
Well, you put them pads on, he's going to weigh more.
So there is an injury timeout. It's a cramp. One of the Southside players right at the goal line. They're getting him up now. Number 5. And they're basically carrying him off the field with his arms around the shoulders of the trainers. Those cramps, they hurt a lot, but you can get over them and come back in and play. It'll hurt for the next 3 days. It'll be sore.
Greg Potter will go from 8 to 6. So that's.
Yeah, I'll repeat something I heard on the radio last night when somebody got a cramp. The announcer said, I was afraid if I got up too fast, I'd get a cramp. There's the PAT, and it's good. So Ripley up 21-7. No good. Wow. Looked like it went through from here. But it must have went on the far side of the upright, so the score will be 20-7. Ripley over Southside. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the next player right after this. Back as Ripley gets ready to kick off after a touchdown, 60-yard touchdown run by Big O. And again, as we were saying earlier, he is fast for a big man. He outran the secondary. I mean, he's fast, period. But for a guy that weighs 245 to move like that, it's impressive. And you know what I'm impressed as much about him and most of the players on Ripley's team is what a good guy he is.
Yeah.
Good people. I want to give out a shout out and a thank you to the Ripley Church of Christ for feeding the team today, and I happened to be up there during that time, so I get to see a lot of these players from time to time. Hendricks to kick off, and it's a really good group of players and coaches. All right, Hendricks to kick off. And no, it's actually an onside kick. I mean, it went 10 yards, and they got it and fielded it cleanly at their own 49-yard line. Short kick, but that's where they will go to work. Southside, 1st down and 10 at their own 49.
I'd just like to know what the quarter is. I mean, what time we got in this 3rd quarter?
I don't imagine, other than wherever the time is being kept, I guess, on the field by one of the referees. Coaches probably have a pretty good idea, but he's the only one who knows exactly the time. And I'm sure hopefully we'll have this fixed by the time we're back here in a couple of weeks. All right, for the first time tonight, they'll have 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right, and they hand the ball off to the running back going off the left side. And if he got back to the line of scrimmage, that's going to be about it. He'll bring up 2nd down and 10. A great stop by the Tiger defense. And who else? Carney
Carney on that stop, second down, 10.
So it'll be second down 10. Stand on the sideline. Okay, Ripley up to the line. Be 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation for Southside. Check that. And it's a screen pass out to number 7. Got a couple of blockers in front of him, and a flag comes out as he was smothered about the time he caught the ball.
Well, number 3 moved too early for the Hawks.
Well, we would be better off if it was complete and a penalty, and they didn't call that. But it looks like it's going to be against Southside, whatever the call is. And let's see what the white hat has to say. Holding, or a block in the back one against Southside, so that's even better for us. I want to give a shout out to Stephen P. Vickery, Tiger TV man, as he does a fantastic job every year putting these out on live streaming and putting them on YouTube so that they're preserved pretty much forever, I guess. And huge following for him all across the country, as people are always not available on Friday night, but you can go back and watch them anytime you want. Southside to the line. It's second down and about 20. Trips to the left. Quarterback looks like he wants to throw. He's throwing over the middle. He's throwing deep, and he was hit. I think the ball comes out. Hit by AT3 just about the time that he caught the ball, and I think he would have brought it down if Thompson hadn't come in.
That was the same hit that we did earlier in the first half and got that 15-yard penalty.
Well, so now it'll make it third down, and let's see exactly what it is. It's going to be
12.
it's already 10. It's about 21, I think. 2 wide to either side. Quarterback wants to throw. Looking to his right. Looking. Throwing over the middle and in and out of the hands. He actually had a step between him and the defender, and it hit him right in the hands. Number 11, as he kind of ran a post pattern, but it falls incomplete, and so it'll bring up fourth down.
Number 11 for the Hawks is Jacarius Wilson. He's a senior.
So punt formation now goes Southside.
Decatur County 34 and McNairy Central 8.
Back deep for the Tigers is Terrence Hunter, number 22. He stands about his own 30-yard line. Can't be a lot of time left in the third quarter. Ripley may go after this ball, and they do get it away.
He can keep it out of bounds.
And it does go out at around the 37-yard line. So the Tigers will have it first and 10 from their own 37 as they go to work with a 20-7 lead over the Southside Hawks.
Well, Southside doesn't have a bad team.
No, they're not bad at all. I mean, they're athletic. They've got good size. They're like us. They've made some mistakes. There's evidently a flag on the play or something because they're marking the ball back against the Tigers.
Well, they're putting the ball where it went, didn't they? We're not a bounds.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It looked like they were marching. Ripley was walking backwards like they were going to be marked up. I guess they were just going back to the huddle. So it'll be first down and 10.
Yeah, time.
Wide right, wing right, hand the ball to Pitts. And he breaks it outside, runs over the first man. The second man catches him from behind after he picks up about 3 going over the right side.
Number 34.
Who is that?
I'm just going to say Lacey. Lacey, he's 11. He's a junior.
Can I put that on for you?
If you don't mind,
Ripley will have the ball second down and 7. Nose of the ball just shy of the 35. Wide right, wing left. Split backfield, Hearn under center. Takes a snap, hands it off to Pitts. And he fights forward. I mean, he was covered up about the time he got to the line of scrimmage. He fights forward for a yard maybe. You know, they're really keying on him. Well, he gets a little over a yard. The ball's out to the 36-yard line. But they're all keying on him. So, of course, coaches may be setting something up where they get in that formation and fake it to him, and then the quarterback will burst out or give it to Hunter. Now this time, I don't think Hunter's in there. They have a different running back. Hunter, I think, lined up at wing. And it's a trap. It looked like it tried to be a trap up the middle, but it didn't go anywhere. Ahern ended up carrying it himself. And he may lose a yard. Then they got 4th down and around 7 for the Tigers.
Ahern moves back in punt formation.
At the end of 3, South Gibson 28, Lexington 10. Ripley in punt formation. Ahern stands back at his 25. The deep man for Southside is at his 30. And it hits and rolls out of bounds just at about the 30-yard line. So no chance for return for Southside. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 30.
About the 31-yard line. From that mark,
so the Hawks will go back on offense.
Everybody come out next Thursday night. Short week. We got to play the Parker County Cavaliers, and they're much improved this year than they were last year.
The Hawks up to the line. 2 wide to either side. Shotgun formation, puts a man in motion from right to left. And the quarterback fakes it to his left and runs to his right, and a great open field tackle made right at the line of scrimmage. I was trying to see who was on. I think I can see him, I just can't see his number from here.
Number 3.
I don't know. Yeah, I think that is right.
That's Dylan Patterson. He's a freshman.
Wow. He picks up about a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 9. It looked like he was going to have a lot of open room there. As you know, we really flowed hard toward the fake, but somebody stayed home and did their job. Yeah, again, short week, as you said, Tracy, and Ripley will be traveling to Alamo to take on the Cavaliers this Thursday night. So make your plans now to be here. I think that's the end of the 3rd quarter. So at the end of 3, it's 20-7, Ripley over Southside. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back with the 4th quarter right after this. We are starting the 4th quarter. The situation is Southside has the ball. It's 2nd down and 9. Ripley's on top, 20-7. First play of the 4th quarter. Three wide left for Southside, still in the shotgun. 1 wide to the right. Single set back to the quarterback's right. He drops straight back, looking to his left, wanting to throw. He fires it over the middle of the field, and he had a man open. He just let him too much. I'm not sure who was supposed to cover him, but they blew that coverage, and I'm glad that he overthrew it. And I think Ripley has a player down. I think it's probably a cramp.
Yeah, that ball was intended for
3rd down.
Marshall Mines, a sophomore. A junior. Remember working with a guy they were cutting by the name of Jerry Mines. I don't think if that's his son. I don't know.
No telling. So they're still working with him. And we'll wait and see if he gets up pretty quick. What were some of the scores you saw there during the break? Union City was beating somebody pretty badly.
Yeah, Union City was beating Lake County 49-6.
Okay. All right, looks like he's going to get up under his own power. I don't think anybody can carry him off. That's big. That's number 75. That's Raymond Brown, and it'd take half the team to carry him off, I imagine.
We got some good kids coming back next year after, we got a 284, 276.
You know, and this year, you know, we played, I think we played four 4A schools
Yeah.
this year. So Ripley, even in their non-district games, are, you know, they're playing some good teams.
Oh, yeah.
Matter of fact, probably some of the weakest teams we'll play this year will be in the district. Southside to the line, 2 wide to either side, shotgun formation. Quarterback wants to throw, flag comes out. And I think they're going to get them for procedure. Yep, that's what it is. So that'll back them up 5 instead of being 3rd and 9. It'll be 3rd and 14. So even more obvious passing situation.
Against
I don't
Southside.
have kind of Scott's Hill with
Ball
beating
goes back 5 yards.
Bolivar 27-20.
Still.
But I can't get no,
What you can't get.
I can't get no, reaching score. I mean, that's,
All right, 3rd and about 14. 3 wide right, 1 wide to the left, shotgun formation. And now Southside called the timeout, so we'll take it with them and be back in 30 seconds. We are ready for play as soon as both teams come back after the timeout. The situation is Southside has the ball. They are in the 3rd and 14 situation, and we're in the 4th quarter, and Ripley is leading 20-7.
well, we think
Yeah, we are. We switched in, so we know we're in the 4th quarter.
we just don't know what time it is.
I have no idea. If it's 11 minutes left or 7 minutes left. I would guess somewhere in there. And there's basically nothing on the scoreboard that's working, not even the score. So I keep looking at it out of habit. Here's the shotgun formation. You want to throw. He's throwing long downfield over the middle and just overthrew his receiver completely. A couple of Ripley guys were closer than any of the Hawks.
Well, that ball was intended for number 7 for the Hawks. And it ain't nothing.
So that'll bring up 4th, and punting squad comes on from Southside.
Score on this next possession.
That was the last game he did. I bet it probably was.
You know, I'll give a big shout out to Coach Cruton and his crew because they've been here 6 years and it seems like now everything is just really starting to flow and come together.
Oh yeah, I mean everybody's trying to get their feet under them. I gave a shout out to Bryce York. Want to give one to April. She's listening to us from San Antonio. Here's the punt, and it's not a great punt. It's punted out of bounds. Almost hit her cheerleader. I think it bounced up and hit her.
It may have.
Let's see where they say it went out of bounds. Looks like it's still going to be in. It's right on the 50-yard line. So the Tigers will have the ball 1st and 10 at the midfield stripe.
You know, the Tigers' offensive line, we got good size, but
So it's about
the Southside defense,
11 minutes left.
they're a good side. And I think Southside,
The
I think
Tigers
they're
will
going to
take
win some
over.
games this year.
Yeah, I think you're right. Anyway, as I was saying, shout out to Bryce and April and the family that are out there visiting. Remember doing that with my son when he graduated, and you know, you haven't seen him for, I think it was 3 or 4 months. Very little communication, especially for the first month or so. So it's always great, and congratulations, and we're proud of you back here in Ripley. Ripley comes with 3 wide right. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it to Hunter, and he's caught in the backfield and brought down behind the line of scrimmage. His forward progress, they say, he's brought down about 8 yards behind, but he's going to lose about 4 before his forward progress was stopped. So it'll bring up, they say he loses 5, so it'll make it 2nd and, well, now they move it up, 2nd and 14.
Yeah, they had, Amari out there as a wide receiver.
Oh, really? April York wants us to shout, "Go Tigers," for the York family. Ripley up to the line. Split backfield, quarterback under center. Wide right, wing right. Here's the snap. Trap coming this way. And he's got into the secondary. That was, I think, number 11. Now, he didn't pick up a ton of yards. He's really into the second level, but he gets up across the 50 and to about the 48-yard line of the Hawks. He's still going to make it 3rd down and 8.
J.Q. Buttle, he's a sophomore. I think right now coach is just trying to run the clock.
Again, 3rd and 8. Yeah, I may have said hurdle before it's huddle. And somebody today told me that I gave them 10 extra pounds last week in the Tiger Bowl, so I'm just going by what the paper, by what my roster says, and sometimes I read that wrong. So that could be just as much me as the roster, probably more me. The timeout on the field, not sure who called it, but we will take it with them, and we'll be back right after this. Ripley up to the line on a 3rd and 8 play. Wide right, wing right, split backfield. Quarterback rolls to his right, wanting to throw. He's going to pull it down and run it. And he's going to be brought down after a short gain, maybe 1. So it'll bring up 4th and around 7 for the Tigers. The punt squad comes on. Want to pin them back deep, hold them, and maybe get the ball back in good field position.
I think we only passed it one time, but that was on that creek.
You may be right. Hadn't really kept up with it. That sounds about right. Well, Ripley's actually lined up. No, here they go. They've got the punter in. The deep back stands at the 15-yard line for the Hawks. Here's the snap, and he's running over to his right. He gets it. He has to punt it up high to keep from being blocked, and it's not going to be a great punt. And it takes a roll for the Hawks. And they're going to have the ball in pretty good field position at about the 37-yard line, maybe 38.
Well, number 54 was for the Hawks. He's been on his back several times tonight. He just not getting up, and he looked like he's favoring that extra. That's Caleb Massey.
Well, the ball is now at the 37, 38-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Hawks. Somewhere in the 4th quarter, Ripley up 20-7. Hawks in the gun. Man in motion. They shovel it to the man in motion, trying to get outside on the left side. He kind of gets the edge. Has a nice gain. I think he's knocked out of bounds before the 1st down, but he was close to the 1st down, at least by the time we saw him go out of bounds. Let's see where they actually spot it. Well, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds about halfway, so he picked up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Ball at the 43. Their own 43. Again, Ripley on top, 20-7. Scoreboard not working tonight. Wide outs to either side for the Hawks. Man in motion from right to left. We're on to throw. He's looking downfield. Got a man, and he overthrows everybody, but he had good coverage on him. That was number 1. That was Marjay on the coverage.
Number 10 for number 7 of the Hawks. We don't have a name on it.
Maybe his name is 7.
7 maybe.
At any rate, it falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and about 5 now for the Hawks. Back at their own 43.
We need just these young people to show up every game.
Absolutely. Every game, period.
Yeah, every game.
3 wide right, 1 to the left for the Hawks. 3rd and 5. Shotgun formation. Number 3 left early. Yep, okay. They called that one.
He's been leaving over every night. I mean, every just about.
That should put it back to where it'll be 3rd and around right at 10. You want to be quick off snap, but you can't be too quick.
holding penalty makes it third
Holding
down, 10 yards.
I don't know what they called, but I know they were offsides,
Yeah.
illegal procedure. And it would only been, it was only a 5-yard penalty if it was holding. And that's unusual, so I'm not sure. I didn't see the referee. I was just looking at the play. 3 wide right, 1 to the left for the Hawks. Shotgun formation. Quarterback drops back, looking to his right, wanting to throw. And smothered in the backfield and brought down about 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Let's see, number 35, I think, 11, and number 5, Marty. And maybe AT3. He had a crowd back there.
See, 35. Shamar Haynes, he's a senior, I mean a junior.
That was Logan.
Marjay was in it.
Yeah, he's a sophomore.
And I think AT3 was in there.
Yeah, he's a sophomore.
I may have missed some. It was a crowd back there. Ripley, their student section is really pumped up tonight, and a great crowd again. Okay, it'll be a 4th down and a punt. And it gets a long punt, hits the ground, but it hits the ground quickly, and number 22's got the ball, Hunter. He's going to advance it down the near sideline, and I'm not sure where he stepped out of bounds. They're going to say at about the 41-yard line. So Ripley will have the ball in great field position to start this offensive drive.
You know, the coach and them,
From the Hawks, 40.
they got these kids pumped up.
You know, it's so much better. You know, the first 2 or 3 times we played Southside, you know, they whooped up on us pretty good.
Yeah.
And of course, that was just the first year or 2 or so that Coach Cruz was here. But as Coach Cruz said, we don't play 6 or 8 homecomings every year like we used to. We used to be the cake on the schedule, and everybody scheduled us for homecoming. They don't do that too much anymore.
No.
Ripley got the respect back, and the Tigers have the pride back. Wing left wide, wing right wide left. They hand the ball to running back. He gets outside. Number 16 breaks a couple of tackles, stays on his feet, and he's going to be a couple yards short of the first down, but he picked up about 8. And that was number 11 for the Tigers.
Number 11, that is
J.Q. Huddle.
Is he a sophomore?
Yeah. There used to be a lot of hurdles. I don't think is there a flag on the play? No, I don't think so. Ripley's just walking back a long way to huddle up.
The Hawks are here, they got to talk about it.
I guess you're right. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 4.
Big man don't get this.
Wouldn't doubt it.
He don't break one.
But they got Marjay in there too. Either one of them's dangerous. And they hand the ball to the big man going off the left side. He fights forward. He's going to be about a yard short, it looks like, of the first down. And about 2 from where they're spotting it. Ball at the 32-yard line. Hearn comes back in with the play.
3rd down, 2 yards for the first.
Wide right. Wing left. Hearn under center, split backfield. 3rd and 2. It's a toss sweep, and he's got some room out there. That's Barbie, and he looks like he got the first down. They closed in fast, but he had some speed and had some open space. And let's see where they spot it. They're showing 4th down on the marker, but I think he got it. But we'll have to find out what the referees say.
He got that first.
Referee indicates.
It looks like he does. I'm not sure what the referees are talking about. And they say he's a half-yard short. They're putting the nose of the ball right on the 30-yard line, and they're going to say it's 4th and inches. So I would expect a quarterback sneak or a big man.
I know Barbie got that first down.
Yeah, it looked like it. I'm not going to say too much about the refereeing.
You don't have to.
Everybody's in tight except for wide to the right and got a wing to the right. And they line up everybody, and it's quarterback sneak, and he got it. So that is a Farm Bureau, Ripley Tiger first down.
And first down, Tigers.
Again, the crowd, the student. I want to take a moment and just kind of a sober moment, somber moment for Donnell. His last name was Barbie. And man, just a great kid last year. We lost him, unfortunately, right after graduation. And he was just a really good football player. And I asked the coach a couple of things about him. We'll get back after this play. Quarterback under center, wide left. They hand the ball to number 22, Hunter, trying to get outside, and they're going to catch him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. But I asked Coach Cruz to tell me a few things about him today, and he said, you know, the best thing I can say about him, he said he finished every play, said he never quit. He was a great guy, and said anything he lacked in talent, he more than made up for in effort. That he said that's about as high a compliment as a coach can give a football player. So our hearts and prayers go out to the family of that young man. Wide right. Turn under center. Split backfield. Wing right. And the ball to big man going off the left side. And they're going to bring him down or actually push him out of bounds after a short gain.
Pushed out of bounds. That stops the clock with
Of course, they're really keying on him hard.
You know, I remember that game he played when we went and played Memphis East.
Yeah, he showed out in that game.
Big time. Big time.
I think he was probably the leading rusher in that game. I actually rewatched part of that game this week or last week, and I mean he was all over the field. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Tigers. Ball at the 26-yard line. Split backfield, wide right, wing left, and mishandles the ball. Quarterback does, but he falls and gets on it. But it puts us back behind the sticks. So it'll make it 4th and long. And it looks like we're going for it. No, I think the punt team's coming on now.
Could be another one of them.
Never know. Coach Cruz is not afraid to use them. Hearn is the punter, and he'll stand back at his own 46-yard line. The deep man for Southside stands inside his own 5. Good snap, rolls out to his right, gets a good punt off, and it takes a really good roll, and they pick it up and try to advance it, but he mishandles it, out of bounds. So he actually advanced the ball, and fortunately for Southside, it went out of bounds. So they'll have the ball 1st and 10 for what I would guess maybe the last 4 minutes of the quarter and the game.
Marked at about the 21-yard line. From that spot, the Hawks will have it 1st down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hawks. The ball is going to be spotted right on the 20-yard line.
And I think tonight was a good contest for the Tigers.
Yeah, it was a good test, you know, way to test your mettle and find out what you're made of. And like you said, before we get into district play, which is next week, we will, that's right, it's Crockett next week. Here's the snap. 3 wide righties wanting to throw to the right. He throws a long one to the right, and Ripley had almost a chance to pick it off. It was underthrown, and Tiger defense, number 11 and number 20, Kobe Mainers, and number 11, both on the defend the pass for the Tigers. And it does fall incomplete. It'll be 2nd down 10. Yeah, so we play some good teams before we ever get into our district play. If you can come out of those healthy, and you can learn a lot and really put you in a good position to start your district play. 2 wide left, 2 wide right, shotgun formation for Southside. Drops back, looking to his left, looking, and he got through it to a screen pass, and he is hit. Maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage if he's lucky.
That was number 5, Carney. No, wrong. I got the wrong name. That was Number 5 football, that was Thomas, he was good at giving it.
So it'll make it 2nd and 10.
I mean, it's not like, we'll have to build a field house and stuff, but it's not like building a school. I think we could possibly have it down.
20-7, Ripley over Southside.
And it should actually be 20-0. But
It should be. Well, the defense didn't give up any points.
no, that's right.
3 wide right, 1 wide to the left. Working out of the gun is the Hawks. Takes a snap, looking to his right, looking to throw, throwing over the middle. Intercept! Oh, in and out of the hand of Kobe Manners. It was, I mean, it went right to him, and he just couldn't pull it in. I think it was just, he was just, you know, you're not used to, especially as a defender, when you're a receiver, you expect the ball to be thrown into your hands, or at least you hope it will, but when you're a defender, you're usually, you know, just trying to get a finger on it or a hand on it. But great job being there to break it up and make it 4th down and 10 now for the Hawks. And it looks like they're going for it, so it's got to be really late in the game for them to be doing this back at their own 20.
And I'll say this to the Tigers, I believe this is one of the best defenses I've seen in years.
Yeah, you know, we've got to find out, and we will as the season goes on, how good Southside is to actually know, you know, if that, we played well against Southside. We just got to find out how good Southside is.
I mean, there's some things we still have to clean up.
Always,
You know.
always. We're going to hold it here just in the event that we're a lot lower in the on the clock than we think we are. Again, Ripley on top, 20-7. Opening game here at Tiny Knee Stadium, Jim Fitzhugh Field, and Don Paris press box.
And I'll say it again, Southside is not a bad team.
Southside, you know, first of all, they're well coached. Coach Reeder, I believe is his name, who's a good friend of Coach Cruz's. He says they're always coached well, and he said they play hard. And I wouldn't argue with that from what I've seen tonight. The Tigers come back out on the field. Hawks have the ball. As they are going for it. 4th and 10. Got 3 wide right, 1 wide left. Working out of the gun. And he wants to throw, looking to his right, looking downfield. And it's caught. And he got the first down. We gave a little bit too much cushion on that. You know, it looked like the defender was in position to make the play, but the ball went right over him and fell right where it needed to be to advance the ball. And when you got the ball 4th down and 10 back at your own 20, you're not supposed to let that happen. 3 wide left, 1 to the right. But that's the reason Southside's a good team, because they can pull off plays like it. Quarterback rolls to his left, looking to throw, throws in the flat, and intercepted by the Ripley Tigers, number 2 for the Tigers. Ends that drive for the Hawks.
Sammy Smith. He's another sophomore, right?
Yeah, you know, we're loaded with young talent. And, you know, I expect the next couple of years the Tigers are just going to get better and better. But you can hear the crowd, and, of course, a great student section here. And I've seen that at other places, and I'm really proud to see that here.
Yeah.
But, you know, you got when you got a team that's winning, and you got, you know, a good group and a nice number of kids and a good group of kids and coaches, you know, when you're doing things well, people will get behind you. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Ripley Tigers at the Hawk 43-yard line.
And the running man. Well, we're going into the victory formation.
Yeah, so we can't have much time left. The Tigers in the victory formation as number 8, Herm, just downs the ball back at the 45.
Let's say it again. Thursday night, we need everybody from Ripley, if you can get to the game at Crockett County, we need you to come out and support these kids.
So back in the victory formation go the Ripley Tigers. It's great to be able to do that. Not fighting at the end of the game. You know, I have to say this as he downs the ball. I said something to Coach Cruz about the you know, Ripley for the last maybe decades, it seems like we never start off fast. We always kind of just don't do a lot in the first few plays or first few drives, and then we had to kind of fight from behind to catch up. And you know, he said, you think that drives you crazy to try to be in the coach. But they didn't do that tonight. They came out and scored on the first offensive play on I think it was around a 70-yard run, 60 or 70-yard run. So Ripley in formation again. And that's going to be the final score here at Ripley as Ripley goes 1-0 to start their 2022 season. The Ripley Tigers over the Southside Hawks 20-7.
Great game by the Tigers. We come out of the game. We had a couple turnovers, but we were able to hang on and beat a good Southside team out of Jackson. And we'll be playing Northside Indians here in a few weeks. And but now next week, y'all, Crockett County is a good team. Everybody come out and support the Tigers. And let's get win number 2.
Absolutely. You know, I want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. Of course, I've got to give a shout out to my old teammates. Roger Mills down at Food Plaza and Norman Hendren out at the Lauderdale County Hospital. 2 of my old teammates that I graduated with. But thanks to all supporters. Thanks for everybody to support Ripley High School. Congratulations to the Ripley High School football team that's starting off 1-0. And be sure to tune in next Friday night a little before 7, and we'll bring you all the action from Crockett County. And that's going to do it here from Tiny Knee Stadium. The final score, Ripley 20 and Southside 7. And see you next Thursday night. Good night. God bless.